Let us study the next topic from this lesson: partial and total internal reflection. When light enters a rarer medium from denser medium, it gets partially reflected. That is, part of the light gets reflected and comes back into denser medium as per the law of reflection. This is called as partial reflection. The rest of the light gets refracted and goes into rarer medium. As the light is going from denser to rarer medium, it bends away from the normal. That is, the angle of incidence I is smaller than angle of refraction R. This is shown on the left side of the figure. If we increase I, R will also increase according to the Snell's law as the refractive index is a constant. For a particular value of I, the value of R becomes equal to 90 degrees. This value of I is called as the critical angle. For angles of incidence is larger than the critical angle, the angle of refraction is larger than 90 degrees. Such rays return to the denser medium as shown towards the right hand side in the figure. Thus, all the light gets reflected back into the dense medium. This is called as total internal reflection. Dispersion of light. Let us first define dispersion of light. The process of separation of light into its component colors while passing through a medium is called as dispersion of light. Over here you will see the colors appear in the following order: violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, and red. You know that light is electromagnetic radiation. Wavelength is an important property of radiation. The wavelength of radiation to which our eyes are sensitive is between 400 and 700 nanometers. The radiation of different wavelengths appear to have different colors mentioned above. The red light has maximum wavelength, that is close to 700 nanometer, while violet light has smallest wavelength close to 400 nanometer. Remember that 1 nanometer is equal to 10 raised to minus 9 meter. Sir Isaac Newton was the first person to use a glass prism to obtain sun spectrum. When white light is incident on the prism, different colors bend through different angles. Among the 7 colors, red bends the least, while violet bends the most. Thus, as shown in the picture, the 7 colors emerge along different paths and get separated, and we get the spectrum of 7 colors. Rainbow is a beautiful natural phenomenon. It is the combined effect of a number of natural processes. It is the combined effect of dispersion, refraction, and total internal reflection of light. It can be seen mainly after a rainfall. Small droplets of water act as small prisms. When light rays from the sun enters these droplets, it gets refracted and dispersed. Then there is internal reflection as shown in the figure. And after that, once again the light gets refracted while coming out of the droplet. All these three processes together produce a rainbow. Hello students, we are going to solve question number 4 from lesson number 6, refraction of light. Let us read the question. If the speed of light in a medium is 1.5 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second, what is the absolute refractive index of a medium? We have already defined absolute refractive index. If the first medium is a vacuum, then refractive index of medium 2 is called as the absolute refractive index and it is written as n. So first let us write down given. What is given in this question? Over here you will see they have given us the speed of light in the medium. So we'll write that speed of light in medium, that is V2, is equal to 1.5 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. Now you know over here the first medium is vacuum and the velocity of light in vacuum is 3 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. Sometimes this value will be given in the question, sometimes it will not be given. So you have to remember this value. Velocity of light in vacuum, that is V1, is equal to 3 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. What we are going to find over here? We are going to find the absolute refractive index of the medium. It is n. So write down the formula. N is equal to V1 upon V2. So V1 is 3 into 10 raised to 8 upon 1.5 into 10 raised to 8. This will get cancelled. 3 upon 1.5. We'll shift the decimal point. So we get 30 upon 15. 15 ones are 15 twos are. So the answer over here, that is the absolute refractive index of medium is 2, as absolute refractive index is the ratio of same quantity. It does not have any unit. Now we will solve question 4b. Let us read the question. If the absolute refractive indices of glass and water are 3 upon 2 and 4 upon 3 respectively, what is the refractive index of glass with respect to water? Over here if you see, absolute refractive indices of glass and water are given, which means medium 1 over here is vacuum. So velocity of light in vacuum is V1. Velocity of light in glass is equal to V2 and velocity of light in water is equal to V3. Now absolute refractive index of glass, that is refractive index of glass with respect to vacuum is equal to V1 upon V2, that is velocity of light in vacuum upon velocity of light in glass, and it is given to us as 3 upon 2. This is our equation 1. In the similar way, absolute refractive index of water, that is refractive index of water with respect to vacuum, which is equal to V1 upon V3. V1 means velocity of light in vacuum and V3 means velocity of light in water. It is given to us as 4 upon 3. This is our equation 2. Now what we are going to find over here? We are going to find your refractive index of glass with respect to water. So we'll write over here refractive index of glass with respect to water. This is what we are going to find. So we'll write over here. It is given by the formula V3 upon V2. This is your equation 3. V3 means velocity of light in water upon velocity of light in glass. So if you see over here equation 3, you don't have V1. So you will multiply and divide the right hand side of this equation 3 by V1. Multiply and divide right hand side of equation 3 by V1. So you get V1 upon V2 into V3 upon V1. V1 upon V2 you have the value 3 upon 2. So write it 3 upon 2. And if you see over here equation 2, V1 upon V3 is given. And here we need V3 upon V1. So we'll write the reciprocal of this. So we'll write over here 3 upon 4. Right, from equation 1 and 2. When you multiply this, you get the answer as 9 upon 8. This is the refractive index of glass with respect to water.